We gather here to reflect on unforgettable lives, honor their legacies, and keep their memories alive with love. Today, we also focus on WWE superstar Bill Goldberg, whose return and personal battles have been at the center of heartfelt discussions among fans worldwide. Subscribe and join our circle that values respect, remembrance, and support. Bob Armstrong, born on October 3, 1939, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a beloved figure whose charisma, skill, and dedication left a lasting imprint on the wrestling world. His journey in the squared circle began in the 1960s, a time when wrestling was largely regional, and Armstrong quickly made a name for himself with his athleticism, larger-than-life personality, and uncanny ability to connect with fans. Whether he was thrilling audiences with high-flying moves or battling legends in hard-hitting matches, Armstrong had a way of making every match feel special. Over the decades, Armstrong's career was decorated with numerous championships. He held the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship multiple times and achieved success in tag team competition with the NWA Tag Team Championship. His feuds with other wrestling stars became the stuff of legend, and his matches were often remembered not just for the action, but for the heart he poured into every performance. Whether in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, or World Championship Wrestling, WCW, Armstrong's name became synonymous with consistency, passion, and professionalism. Beyond the ring, Bob Armstrong was a devoted family man and mentor. He instilled in his children a deep love and respect for wrestling, and several of his sons followed in his footsteps, carrying on his legacy. He was known for guiding younger wrestlers, offering advice and encouragement, and helping them navigate the often challenging world of professional wrestling. His influence extended far beyond his own career, shaping the next generation of talent with the same integrity and dedication that defined his own work. Armstrong's contributions did not go unnoticed. He was honored with inductions into multiple wrestling halls of fame, a testament to the impact he had on the sport and the admiration of his peers. He passed away at the age of 80, leaving behind a rich legacy of excellence, mentorship, and inspiration. Bob Armstrong will always be remembered not just for his championships or memorable matches, but for the warmth, passion, and integrity he brought to wrestling. A true icon whose presence is still felt in the hearts of fans and wrestlers alike. Jay Briscoe, born on January 25, 1984, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a force of nature in the squared circle, a performer whose passion and intensity left a lasting mark on the wrestling world. Alongside his brother, Mark Briscoe, he formed the legendary tag team, the Briscoe Brothers, a duo that became synonymous with grit, heart, and relentless determination. Together, they carved out a legacy defined by incredible chemistry, fierce rivalries, and an unyielding dedication to their craft. Jay's journey in professional wrestling began in 2001, and from the very start, he showed a unique blend of toughness, charisma, and technical skill that set him apart. Wrestling fans quickly took notice of his fearless style, whether he was executing high-impact maneuvers or engaging in emotionally charged storylines. Over the years, Jay earned multiple Ring of Honor, ROH, World Tag Team Championships, thrilling audiences with his signature moves, powerful strikes, and uncanny ability to tell a story through every match. His in-ring presence was magnetic, drawing fans into the drama and excitement of each bout, and he earned the respect of colleagues who admired both his work ethic and his unwavering commitment to professional wrestling. Beyond the titles and accolades, Jay was deeply known for his rugged persona and the bond he shared with his brother. The Briscoe brothers weren't just a team. They were a symbol of loyalty, family, and perseverance in an industry where both are often tested. Fans connected with Jay not just because of his skill, but because of the raw honesty and passion he brought to every performance. Tragically, Jay Briscoe's life was cut short just a week before his 39th birthday, sending shockwaves through the wrestling community. Tributes poured in from fans and fellow wrestlers alike, all acknowledging the profound influence he had on the sport. Jay's legacy endures not only in the championships he won, but in the spirit he embodied: a love for wrestling, a commitment to his craft, and a genuine connection with the people who cheered for him. He will forever be remembered as a wrestler who gave everything for the fans, a brother, a friend, and a true icon of professional wrestling. Gene LeBell, born on October 9, 1932, was a trailblazer whose influence stretched across professional wrestling, martial arts, and the world of stunts in film and television. Known affectionately as the Godfather of Grappling, LeBell's life was defined by a passion for combat, discipline, and performance that began at a young age. He trained extensively in judo, wrestling, and various martial arts, building a foundation that would carry him through decades of innovation and achievement. By the 1950s, LeBell had made his way into professional wrestling, quickly making a name for himself with his technical skill and athleticism. Unlike many of his contemporaries, his style combined genuine martial arts technique with the showmanship expected in the wrestling ring. He competed in numerous promotions, including the prestigious National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and became known for his captivating matches and larger-than-life persona. Fans admired not just his strength and skill, but the way he brought intelligence and authenticity to every performance. LeBell's talents were not confined to the wrestling ring. He became a highly respected stuntman and fight choreographer, leaving his mark on countless films and television series, including iconic shows like The Green Hornet and The A-Team. His understanding of both wrestling and martial arts allowed him to create fight sequences that were realistic, exciting, and safe, a rare combination that made him a sought-after figure in Hollywood. Beyond entertainment, LeBell played a pivotal role in bridging traditional wrestling with modern mixed martial arts. His teachings and mentorship influenced generations of fighters, grapplers, and performers, helping shape the evolution of combat sports as we know them today. Many contemporary MMA athletes and stunt professionals cite him as a source of inspiration. Gene LeBell passed away at the age of 89, leaving behind a legacy that transcends any single sport or medium. He is remembered not only for his incredible skill, charisma, and dedication, but also for the countless lives he touched: athletes, actors, and fans alike. His life serves as a testament to the power of passion, innovation, and the enduring impact one individual can have across multiple fields. Gene LeBell's story is a reminder that true mastery is not just about personal achievement, but the inspiration and knowledge passed on to those who follow. Ronald Hurd, better known to wrestling fans as the Outlaw Ron Bass, was born on December 21, 1948. With his rugged Texan persona, cowboy hat, boots, and ever-present bullwhip, Bass brought a larger-than-life presence to the squared circle, captivating audiences wherever he went. His image as a true Texan cowboy wasn't just a gimmick, it became his calling card in professional wrestling. Bass began his wrestling journey in 1971 in the Gulf Coast Territory, and it didn't take long for him to make a mark. Over the 1970s, he traveled across multiple National Wrestling Alliance (NWA) territories, performing under a variety of names such as Cowboy, Ron Bass, Sam Oliver Bass, and eventually Outlaw Ron Bass. Each persona allowed him to adapt and thrive in different promotions, steadily building a reputation as a talented and versatile performer. The early 1980s brought some of Bass's most memorable work. In Championship Wrestling from Florida and Jim Crockett Promotions, he teamed up with Black Bart as the Long Riders, a duo that became notorious for their hard-hitting style and compelling storylines. Bass also engaged in notable rivalries with Barry Windham, a feud fueled by personal pride and wrestling theatrics. As a fan favorite, he crossed paths with legends like Angelo Mosca and Kendo Nagasaki, showcasing his ability to entertain crowds both as a hero and, eventually, as a villain. A defining chapter in Bass's career came when he turned heel in a dramatic twist, betraying Dusty Rhodes while serving as a special referee and costing Rhodes the NWA title. This act intensified his ongoing rivalry with Windham, which escalated over a saddle gifted to him by Rhodes. Their animosity culminated in a loser leaves town match, which Bass won, prompting Windham to return under the guise of the masked Dirty Yellow Dog, a storyline that remains memorable among wrestling fans. Ron Bass passed away at the age of 68, leaving behind a legacy that goes beyond wins and losses. He is remembered not just for his cowboy gimmick or his bullwhip entrances, but for the energy, authenticity, and larger-than-life personality he brought to professional wrestling, a true outlaw in the hearts of fans. Hercules, born Raymond Fernandez on November 7, 1956, in Lajas, Puerto Rico, was a towering presence in the world of professional wrestling. From a young age, his dedication to strength and fitness set him apart, eventually shaping the path that would lead him to the bright lights of the wrestling world. Known for his incredible physique and charismatic personality, Hercules became a memorable figure in the sport during the 1980s and 1990s. He began his wrestling journey in the late 1970s, competing in regional promotions where he honed his skills and learned the art of connecting with the crowd. His natural athleticism, combined with a magnetic personality, quickly made him stand out. When he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, Hercules' reputation soared. Fans were captivated not just by his size and strength, but by the confidence and flair he brought to the ring. His signature move, the Hercules Slam, became a defining moment in his matches, symbolizing his ability to dominate opponents with sheer power. Hercules' career was marked by memorable storylines and fierce rivalries. He clashed with some of wrestling's biggest names, including Randy Macho Man Savage and The Ultimate Warrior, delivering matches that fans still remember fondly. Beyond the action, his ability to connect with audiences made him a beloved figure. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was an entertainer who brought energy, charisma, and passion to every performance. After leaving WWF, Hercules continued to compete in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and various independent promotions, proving his love for wrestling never waned. Though he faced personal and health challenges later in life, his dedication to the sport and the respect he earned from peers and fans never diminished. Hercules passed away at the age of 47, leaving behind a legacy defined by strength, showmanship, and a genuine love for wrestling. His larger-than-life persona, memorable matches, and the joy he brought to fans around the world ensure that his impact on professional wrestling will not be forgotten. For many, Hercules will always be remembered as a powerhouse who embodied the spirit and excitement of wrestling's golden era. William Scott Goldberg, known to the world simply as Bill Goldberg, was born on December 27, 1966, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, into a world that would soon witness the rise of one of the most formidable figures in professional wrestling history. From a young age, Goldberg displayed an exceptional physical presence, a combination of sheer strength, athleticism, and a determination that would define his life both on and off the wrestling mat. Long before stepping into the bright lights of professional wrestling, Goldberg carved out a name for himself in the realm of American football, playing as a defensive tackle. His time in the NFL, though relatively brief, gave him a foundation in discipline, physical endurance, and the mental toughness necessary to transition into the high-stakes world of professional wrestling, a realm where stamina, charisma, and resilience are just as important as raw power. Even during those early years, Goldberg's commitment to peak physical condition was evident, a factor that would later define his longevity and the aura of invincibility that fans would associate with his wrestling persona. The meteoric rise in WCW and the birth of an icon, Goldberg's wrestling career took off in the 1990s when he joined World Championship Wrestling, WCW, quickly ascending to superstardom with a combination of raw intensity and unmatched athletic dominance. Fans were captivated by his explosive in-ring style, his ability to make every match feel monumental, and, most notably, his undefeated streak that reached an astonishing 173-0. This streak, paired with his relentless energy, thunderous spear, and the finishing jackhammer, transformed Goldberg into a household name almost overnight. Beyond just victories, his aura was magnified by the simplicity of his persona, a man of action, driven by power and determination, letting his athleticism speak louder than words ever could. The impact of this period cannot be understated. Goldberg became a symbol of dominance in wrestling, with every entrance met by the iconic Goldberg ki Tandr chant, an auditory embodiment of excitement and admiration from fans across the globe. Even those unfamiliar with wrestling recognized Goldberg as a force, a presence who could change the dynamics of any match with a single move, reflecting the rare combination of charisma and physical prowess that few wrestlers in history have possessed. Goldberg, the icon and his monikers. Throughout his career, Goldberg has been celebrated not only for his athletic feats, but also for the larger-than-life persona encapsulated by his nicknames, Da Man, The Myth, and The Iconic. Each title reflects a facet of Goldberg's identity within wrestling culture, emphasizing his unique blend of power, presence, and storytelling through action rather than dialogue. These monikers, along with his unforgettable entrance accompanied by booming music and the signature chant, have made Goldberg an enduring figure, capable of eliciting excitement and reverence long after the peak of his wrestling career. However, behind the spectacle lies a man who has faced the pressures of maintaining peak physical performance and navigating a high-profile career in an industry known for its demanding schedule and physical toll. Goldberg's commitment to health, both physical and mental, has been a constant priority, helping him avoid the severe injuries that have truncated the careers of many of his peers. Nevertheless, aging naturally brings challenges, and Goldberg has been candid about managing his body to ensure longevity, balancing the demands of his iconic persona with the realities of maintaining health in a sport defined by physical extremes. The toll of a wrestling career, health and physical challenges. No career in professional wrestling comes without sacrifice, and Goldberg's journey has been no exception. Over decades of performing in high-intensity matches, Goldberg has faced the inevitable strains and injuries that come with a career built on explosive power. While he has largely avoided catastrophic injuries, his body has required careful management, including ongoing attention to joints, muscles, and cardiovascular health. Goldberg has maintained a strict regimen to preserve his strength and mobility, a process that involves rigorous workouts, proper nutrition, and preventative care to minimize the risk of long-term damage. His ability to sustain such a high level of performance into his late 50s is a testament to both his dedication and the careful planning that has gone into each phase of his career. At the same time, Goldberg has occasionally spoken about the mental toll of performing at the highest levels, highlighting the psychological demands of living under the constant scrutiny of fans, media, and the wrestling industry itself. These challenges have shaped Goldberg not just as an athlete, but as a disciplined individual, capable of balancing the physical and emotional demands inherent in professional wrestling. Financial stewardship and career decisions. Beyond the physical realm, Goldberg's career has also involved navigating the financial complexities of being a top-tier performer. Like many professional wrestlers, the shifts between WCW, WWE, and Hollywood opportunities brought both rewards and challenges, requiring careful management of contracts, endorsements, and personal investments. Goldberg has largely been successful in this regard, building a financial foundation that supports him in retirement, though the unpredictability of entertainment careers necessitates prudence. His sporadic returns to WWE, while largely celebratory, also serve as strategic decisions that balance the opportunity for high-profile appearances with considerations for long-term health and career longevity. These choices reflect a thoughtful approach to career management, underscoring a side of Goldberg often overshadowed by his in-ring persona, a man aware of the importance of legacy, both financially and professionally, as he approaches the final chapter of his wrestling journey. The road to retirement, a final match in WWE. After decades of delivering memorable performances, Goldberg has publicly confirmed that 2025 will mark his retirement from professional wrestling. This announcement has sparked excitement and speculation among fans and pundits, many of whom are eager to see Goldberg conclude his career in a manner befitting his status as a wrestling legend. Central to these discussions is the question of his final opponent, with many hoping to witness a match against WWE's current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, whose hard-hitting style and prolonged championship reign have earned widespread acclaim. A clash between Goldberg and Gunther would not merely be a contest of strength, but a symbolic passing of the torch, allowing Goldberg to exit the stage while affirming the dominance and potential of the next generation. For Goldberg, this match represents the culmination of a career that began with humble beginnings and rose to global superstardom, providing an opportunity to craft a memorable farewell that honors both his achievements and his enduring connection with fans. Speculation, rumors, and the final farewell. The lead-up to Goldberg's retirement has naturally been accompanied by speculation, ranging from potential match outcomes to the nature of his farewell in WWE. Fans have debated whether Goldberg will leave the ring with a decisive victory or embrace a storyline that underscores the passing of the torch to younger talent, a question that speaks to the delicate balance between nostalgia and the promotion's long-term narrative goals. Behind the scenes, rumors have suggested occasional friction between Goldberg and WWE management, largely stemming from creative decisions and differing visions for his final match. While these discussions are largely speculative, they highlight the complexities that accompany the culmination of a career as storied as Goldberg's, where personal pride, professional legacy, and the interests of the company must all be carefully weighed. Despite these considerations, Goldberg's focus remains steadfast: to leave the ring on his terms, with dignity, respect, and the thunderous support of a fan base that has followed him for decades. Legacy of dominance, the undefeated streak, and in-ring influence. No account of Goldberg's career would be complete without highlighting his legendary undefeated streak in WCW, a period that cemented his reputation as one of the most dominant forces in wrestling history. This streak was more than a statistic. It was a cultural phenomenon, capturing the imagination of fans and creating a sense of anticipation for every appearance Goldberg made. His in-ring style, characterized by high-impact moves explosive bursts of energy, and an ability to maintain suspense while delivering decisive action, influenced an entire generation of wrestlers who sought to emulate his intensity. Even as wrestling has evolved, Goldberg's matches remain benchmarks for what is possible when raw athleticism is paired with storytelling, a combination that ensures his influence will be felt long after his final bow. This legacy is reinforced not only by his performances, but by the respect he commands among peers and fans alike, many of whom view Goldberg as a standard-bearer for professionalism, preparation, and sheer physical prowess in the wrestling world. Hollywood ventures and life beyond wrestling. In addition to his achievements in the ring, Goldberg has explored opportunities in Hollywood, appearing in films and television projects that leveraged his imposing presence and action-oriented persona. While these ventures were relatively brief compared to his wrestling career, they demonstrated Goldberg's versatility and his ability to transition from the squared circle to broader entertainment platforms. This exposure also introduced him to a wider audience, reinforcing his status as a cultural icon beyond wrestling. Goldberg approached these projects with the same dedication and discipline he brought to his athletic career, reflecting an understanding that success in multiple fields requires preparation, adaptability, and a willingness to embrace new challenges. While Hollywood never became his primary focus, these experiences contributed to the broader narrative of Goldberg as a multifaceted performer, whose influence extends well beyond wrestling fans alone. Health and fitness, keys to longevity. A crucial element of Goldberg's enduring success has been his commitment to health and fitness. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Goldberg has consistently prioritized conditioning, nutrition, and recovery, allowing him to perform at an elite level well into middle age. This dedication has not only preserved his physical abilities, but has also mitigated the long-term impact of injuries that often shorten wrestling careers. Goldberg has publicly acknowledged the importance of listening to one's body, integrating rest and rehabilitation into his routine, and approaching matches with a strategic mindset that balances spectacle with safety. These practices have enabled Goldberg to maintain a level of performance that defies the expectations for a wrestler of his age, reinforcing the notion that preparation, discipline, and self-care are as vital to longevity in sports as talent and charisma, mentorship, influence, and the passing of the torch. As Goldberg approaches retirement, his influence extends beyond personal achievements to mentorship and inspiration for younger talent. Wrestlers entering WWE and other promotions frequently cite Goldberg as a model of physical preparation, mental resilience, and in-ring storytelling. His presence in locker rooms, coupled with the aura of respect he commands, provides an example of how to conduct oneself professionally, even under the intense pressures of the wrestling world. This role as a mentor underscores another dimension of Goldberg's legacy, emphasizing that his impact is not confined to matches and championships, but also to the culture and values he has imparted to the next generation of performers. In this sense, Goldberg's career is not only defined by his feats in the ring, but also by the standards of excellence and professionalism he has helped establish for the industry as a whole. The final curtain: anticipation and legacy in 2025. As Goldberg prepares for his retirement in 2025, the anticipation surrounding his final match continues to build, capturing the imagination of fans and wrestling pundits alike. Whether facing Gunther or another top-tier competitor, Goldberg's exit promises to be a carefully orchestrated celebration of his career, honoring both his accomplishments and the countless moments of awe he has provided to audiences worldwide. This farewell is not merely the conclusion of a career. It is a reflection of decades of dedication, physical endurance, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Goldberg's retirement represents the closing of a chapter that has significantly shaped the modern wrestling landscape, offering both nostalgia for longtime fans and inspiration for new generations who will study his matches, entrance rituals, and approach to preparation as a blueprint for success. Conclusion: a career that redefined wrestling. Bill Goldberg's career stands as a testament to the power of athleticism, dedication, and perseverance. From his early days as a defensive tackle to his meteoric rise in WCW, memorable runs in WWE, and ventures into Hollywood, Goldberg has consistently demonstrated resilience, professionalism, and an ability to captivate audiences. Along the way, he has faced and managed the physical toll of a demanding sport, navigated financial and career challenges, and maintained a commitment to personal health and preparation that few can rival. As 2025 approaches and fans await his final match, Goldberg's legacy is secure, not just as a dominant performer, but as an icon whose influence will endure through the wrestlers he inspired, the fans he thrilled, and the standard of excellence he set for generations to come. His journey reminds us that true greatness is measured not only in victories or titles, but in the dedication, heart, and humanity brought to every moment in the spotlight, leaving a lasting imprint on the world he so profoundly shaped.